Coronation Street, P694/103, Part 1, Take 1.
Edited.
We both seem to be lost in thought, Mrs. Walker.
Yes, but for different reasons.
I hope tonight's a success. Not easy things to arrange or to carry off, parties.
Well, you could always ask Pearl Mester for tips, you know, the hostess with the mostess. She's living in London, I think, isn't she?
I'm sure I've no idea, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emily, do forgive me, dear, but I am not myself today. Being my birthday, I feel as old as the world itself and as used.
Your appearance belies your years. Honestly, it does, Mrs. Walker.
Flatterer.
I meant it. It's Ernest's birthday today as well, you know.
Poor man. I know just how he feels.
Oh, I hope he's feeling like I am. Euphoric, I think, is the word for my mood. Euphoric. Cosy, comfortable, amiable Mrs. Turpin.
What were all that made of?
Well, being translated, it means she is transported with joy. The engagement party.
Is she? Well, I hope for her sake that Ernie Onion Head Bishop finds that ring that he obligingly lost. Else her little party's going to turn into a wake. Oh, these are right for you, love.
Don't say a word about that ring, dear. I was told not to, you know.
OK. Yeah, love. I have said it, haven't I?
What?
Happy birthday.
3 times. I'm beginning to think you're pulling my leg.
Oh, as if I would.
In the autumn of your years, may life present you with few tears, and for every hair that's grey, may you have great joy this day.
Hey, Stan! Stan, it's nearly 1!
Give over shaking my head off, will you?
What's the matter, Chuck? Don't you feel well or something? You don't usually have a kip at dinner time, you know. Do you remember you worked it out? There's 15 hours in the day when the pubs are shut, you said. Now, if a fella can't get enough kip in that time, he's either daft or he's got a vitamin deficiency through not drinking enough ale.
Well, I can't go to the Rovers, can I? Eh? And I can't, and my credit's no good anywhere else.
Why can't you go to the Rovers?
I might meet Ernie Bishop. He thinks I've got his engagement ring.
Chuck, you have got his engagement ring. You found it in your turnips.
Oh, no, I haven't. I come out and eat lumps when I think of it.
Hey, we've still got it, haven't we?
Eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here it is. Oh, isn't it lovely, Stan? You know what an engagement ring signifies, don't you?
Yeah, trouble.
Signifies one person promising to put his or her entire future life into the hands of another person. His or her again.
I know what I'll be, but till I don't get that ring back to Ernie Bishop, in jail for the rest of my future life.
Just a bit of gold and a jewel, but it represents destiny for 2 human
I'll stop
beings.
flashing about, will you? How am I going to get it back to him, and do you think I've pinched it?
Destiny.
Ah,
Oh, wait, what'd you do that for?
because I felt like it. Listen, if you haven't found some way of me getting that ring back to Ernie Bishop the time I come back from work, a bunch of 5s.
Ah, Stan, I wanted to watch racing on colour TV this afternoon. Well, it might be my last chance, Chuck. They could come and repossess any minute.
How I get that back to Ernie Bishop or else.
Insist that you stay for a cup of tea. The kettle's just boiled.
Well, I wasn't too sure how welcome I'd be after our little difference over the motel opening.
Well, you were a little hasty in your judgment, weren't you, dear? But I'm not one to bear a grudge.
It is, isn't it?
What, dear?
It is your birthday.
Oh, yes, it is.
I thought I hadn't got the date wrong.
No, you haven't.
I don't see any cards, though.
I put them up in my bedroom, dear. They gather less dust there.
Oh, it doesn't improve, does it?
What?
This district.
Oh, well, it's the people that matter.
Let's see, Anne. How old will you be now?
Not getting any younger.
No. Well, I've been working it out, and I guess...
Did you, dear?
Anne Beaumont that was. Who'd have thought the day would have...
Do sit down, dear. I know you don't like standing much.
Oh, that's not me, dear. That's Herbert. Oh, no. I'm as sprightly as a chicken. But then you are nowadays in your 50s, aren't you? Especially if you've taken care of yourself. But here I am chattering on and nearly forgetting what I came for.
What was that, Nellie?
To give you these, of course.
Oh.
Now, first, the card. They're in the bedroom, you say, your other cards.
Yes.
Different. Do you like it?
Very much. In the autumn of your days...
I thought the verse was so appropriate.
Yes, indeed.
And now, your present.
Chocolates?
Shortbread.
Shortbread.
Actually, I got it in Scotland when Herbert and me were there at Whit. You know how you fancy things when you're on holiday, and then when you get them home, you've gone right off them. You do like shortbread, don't you?
Love it.
Now, you're not just saying that to be polite.
It is one of my favourite foods. Excuse me.
There. All my homework.
It couldn't be anybody else who's putting up obscenities like that.
Oh, you're not annoyed, are you? It's only a bit of fun.
Of course I'm not annoyed. Hey, I believe they're taking Irma Barlow to hospital.
Yeah, this morning, some tummy trouble or other. They're keeping her in for observation.
Oh, well, I expect it'll be something nout. Like the flowers, do you?
They're beautiful. You have flowers?
Well, they didn't get in them vases by themselves.
Mrs. Sharples, I reckon you're an old sentimentalist at heart.
Hey, less of the old.
She can move as gracefully as a trapeze artist. In fact,
Anybody
dress
there?
her in spangled tights, and you wouldn't know the difference. Well, not from a long...
Hey,
Oh,
I'll give you 10 seconds right turning you to 15 steps.
What's going on?
So I'm taking the telly out the door.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wiggins. It's the telephone stand.
Hey,
this Tilly's firm. And I'm here to take it back home, unless you're about to write me out a cheque for 18 quid or 3 months' rent. Mind you, cash will be just as acceptable.
oh, well, just about to write your cheque out, you know.
Now,
Well, no, next week when I've done my other commitments. Like.
sorry, you're already 3 days over your APRO. I either get the brass or he possesses. I have my instructions.
Couldn't you let us just have it till the weekend? I mean, like my husband said, our financial situation might be different then.
Look, love, you know and I know if you haven't got 18 quid this minute, you'll not have it this weekend, next weekend, and next Pancake Tuesday for that matter. In fact, the only time you will have it's when you draw your death club. And the telly's not going to be much use to you then. Not even in colour.
It's like losing a friend.
Look, love, tell you what I'll do.
What?
There's a firm called Harvey's, bottom of Victoria Street. They do colour sets on APRO. You'll get another half dozen Montana landscapes, 2 rained-off cricket matches, and a royal visit before they snatch that back. Hey, don't tell them I told you, though. Union will bend me aerial into a V sign.
No, I don't think I could bear parting with another set.
Suit yourself. I'll be off then. Oh, no hard feelings, mate.
No, you got your job to do, Chuck.
Hey, I'll leave you with this thought. It's not much of a loss. Bill and Ben's still in black and white.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
I suppose you wouldn't take it out the back way, would you, just for appearance's sake? You've only got round the end of the shop to walk.
Of course I will, love. It's just what my old ma asked me to do when I took hers back. This way, is it?
Oh, yeah. Mind the gas stove as you go out.
OK, pal. Right, let's get it through. Ta-ra, then.
Nice fella.
Another disappointment to add to all the other disappointments in my life. Do you know, I loved that set, Stan. Everybody looked so bright and happy in colour. Even Sandy Gall.
Hey, what time are you at the hospital?
Oh, 6:30.
Have you heard from our kids that you went in?
No, not a word.
Have you thought of a way to make to get that ring back to Bishop?
Oh, look, I've had other things to bother about, haven't I, what with our Irma? Why don't you just go and drop it in his turn-ups like you say he dropped it in yours?
There you are, Mr. Bishop, 1 double brandy. You're stoking up a bit soon, aren't you? Your party don't start for another 2 hours yet.
Only 2. You've got some more of this, have you, in case I...
Oh, yeah, we've got enough for you to float in. Or drowning.
It may just come to that. It really might.
Did you ask him?
Oh, don't be so daft. It's as obvious as your spare tire he hasn't found ring yet.
My Cyril likes his women comfortable.
Funny, that's not what he said to me in park at midnight last night.
Hey, give us a pint, love, and a light bottle.
Right, Stan, double cream or just a single?
And there's something else I want too.
Hey, no, you can't have me, I'm spoken for.
No, I want a lot of loose change, you know. I want it for... Well, I want it.
Stan, I am here to serve. Beer, that is. Go on.
Right.
Right.
There you are, Stan.
Thanks,
Enough
love.
one piece to keep your Hilda happy for the
do
next
fine,
6 months.
Hello, Ernie. Mind if I join you?
Suit yourself.
Thanks. Oh, that was clumsy, wasn't it?
You managed it.
You got no flipping turn-ups.
Coronation Street, P694/103, Part 2. Take 1.
Excuse me.
What can I do you for?
I'm a friend.
Who are? Royalty, in with the stoop that keeps the rag shop at the back of Market Street.
Miss Nugent's, actually. I work across at the warehouse with her. She's my supervisor.
Oh, yes, and what does that entitle you to?
I wouldn't mind a drink.
Well, state your pleasure.
I'll have a small orange juice with just a dash of soda and loads of ice.
And you'll get pleasure out of supping a concoction like that, will you?
Oh, I never touch alcohol.
You know, I had an aunt who was a teetotaler, and when she died, they found a layer of fluff all the way up inside her. They reckon it killed her.
How quaint.
I can't tempt you then.
Oh, no, thank you. A clear head ensures a clear conscience.
Go on, it's a party.
All right, then. I'll try just a very small gin.
That's more like it.
Oh, hello.
How do?
There you are. 3 of them and you'll be thinking you're on an eagle.
I'd prefer to be Hedy Lamar, actually.
Who's your friend, Mrs. Sharp?
Some bam cake from across at the warehouse. You know, I'm right glad to see you two.
A lot of people say that, you know, Mrs. Sharples. It's the matiness that we radiate, like all good barmaids should.
And what is a barmaid without her bar? Here it is, all set up. All you've got to do is dish it out. Ta-da.
Do you know, I had a feeling this might turn out to be a busman's holiday.
Oh, well, we don't have to wait for some stingy bloke to offer us a drink. What's your tipple?
Do you know, I fancy a liqueur of some sort.
Oh, you take the word right out of my mouth.
Oh, hey up, Cinderella's here.
Oh, don't you look lovely?
Yeah, but where's Bo Bishop? Sozzled as he were when he left for Rovers, he's probably floating down the Irwell singing "Show Me the Way to Go Home."
Oh, I stand. Do you think our Emma will be all right? She were very pale, you know. Hadn't got much to say for herself, neither.
No, I just a chill on her stomach. Got a palaver over now, if you ask me.
I hope so. We're all dressed up and know where to go, aren't we? Hey, how about going to Andy Nugent's party? We are invited.
No, I'm going to no party.
But it's free booze,
I'm
Joe.
going to put that ring in an envelope, find a little lad, give him 2 bob, tell him to give it to Ernie Bishop from a well-wisher. And I'm going up the top drum for a fortnight to be safe.
Well, I'm going any road. No point in both of us spoiling the evening.
Go where you like.
Well, of course, if I still had my colour telly, I wouldn't budge. Free booze or no free booze.
See what that is, huh?
Why? It's that Mr. Wiggins bringing the sack back because he couldn't forget the look of pain in my eyes when he took it away.
I'll give over.
Stan, visitor for you.
All right.
Ernie Bishop.
Well, hello, Mr. Bishop. I thought you'd be your Duke and yourself half good, you know.
I'm sorry, Stan.
Eh?
For accusing you the way I did. And you such a magnificent listener in my hour of need. That's what I want now, Stan. A listener. Sympathetic ear.
Ah.
There's Emily over there, dressed to the nines. All aglow with happiness. Fully expecting me to slip that ring on her finger before the night's out. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Stan,
Yes, Chuck.
give it to him.
Look, I should have done this days ago, and your ring's in there.
And before you go jumping to any wrong conclusions, Stan didn't pinch it. He found it in his turnips because that's where you must have dropped it. Only because of his unjustifiable reputation for being a bit, well, shall we say, careless with other folks' property, he was afraid to return it thinking you'd think the worst. In other words, he was the victim of circumstances.
Just what I was going to say.
Yeah, and in case you are thinking of the worst and you're going to do anything about it, all I can say is I'll stand by him.
Thanks, Chuck.
Least I can do, Chuck.
You beauty. You little beauty. Oh, come and have a drink, the pair of you.
Aren't you going to kick me in the shins again?
What, and bend me big toe back like I did last time? No, thanks.
Hey, there wouldn't be a reward, would there? Only I've got my eye on one of them little portable colour tellies. They're comparatively inexpensive,
Look,
you know.
will you shut
I
up?
suppose Peter Weingart wouldn't
Shut
look half as
up.
like that.
Yoo-hoo, Anne!
Nellie, why, I'm having a surfeit of your company today.
Well, I said to her, but I cannot let Anne spend her birthday evening without a friendly face to look at, I said. I'll go and cheer her up, I said.
I thought perhaps you'd come to sample the shortbread.
Oh, I thought I told you I can't stand shortbread. It's much too sweet for my taste. I'm more of a savoury person.
Indeed.
Though, funnily enough, I do have just one exception. I like me sherry sweet.
What a very resourceful way of asking for a drink, Nellie.
Oh, do you think so? You're not very busy tonight.
Not very.
Of course, that's the trouble with houses in working-class districts. There's only money about at the weekend.
Yes, but they do spend a fair proportion of it in liquid refreshment.
Oh, aren't you joining me, Anne?
Not in the mood, dear.
Well, a happy birthday, then, and as many more as you're lucky enough to have.
Thank you, dear.
Tell me something, Anne, if it's not too personal.
As if you could ever be personal, Nellie.
Are you beginning to feel different? You know, a bit feeble? No, I only ask because, well, you don't seem to have changed all that much. I mean, you're on this place on your own.
Nellie, dear.
Yes, Anne?
I'll let you into a little secret. If I don't alter very much, it's because of this special treatment.
Special treatment?
Not quite monkey glands, but something very similar. Costs the earth.
Don't think I'm being nosy, Anne, but how do you afford this special treatment? I mean, I know you can't be exactly rolling in it, a small working-class house like this.
I'm sorry you asked me that, Nellie, because you know how difficult it is for me to be untruthful.
Go on.
Well, it's financed by an admirer, a gentleman.
Oh, is he? Do I know him?
Well, unfortunately, dear, owing to his most difficult domestic situation, all I can tell you is he's something in the city. Excuse me.
Well, I reckon he's bought another ring.
They've robbed a bank if he has.
Oh, don't it make you sit there mooning about like that?
Oh, shut up. You're only jealous.
Well, aren't you?
Yes.
So am I.
Excuse me. Could I have another small gin, please?
You can have a bottle if you like, Joe.
Oh, I don't think so, thank you. They make rather a handsome couple, don't they?
Not bad. I've seen worse.
I might understand that neither of you's particularly enamoured of Emily and Ernest.
Well, it's not that, love. It's not them as persons. It's just the fact that they're engaged.
We're still on the shelf, you see.
Oh, I know just how you feel. Oh, I really think it's too much of Emily to get herself engaged. I mean, she's quite past it not to have more sense. Well, I wouldn't care so much if she didn't flaunt herself, but that's what she's doing. Flaunting herself like a latter-day Rita Hayworth. Oh, thank you. I don't think I can stand much more of it, I really don't. Why, she's older than what I am. At least 6 months older.
What's all that about? I think she's flipped.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do? What? Grab the next offer I get with both hands.
No, take it out of you, doesn't it, the old night fantastic?
Oh, I'm dancing on air.
Yes, you're light on your feet.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
No. Emily, don't you think you might have been a bit happier with somebody younger?
Younger? You're only 41.
Sometimes I feel 51, especially towards the end of a week.
I'll let you into a secret. I've taken to going to bed earlier. You'll find I feel much brighter in the morning.
Two old fogies together, that's what we're going to be, isn't it?
That reminds me. Happy birthday, Ernest.
Oh, don't they make you sick?
Well, stop watching them then.
Oh, Emily, thanks. Cufflinks. Just what I needed.
Oh, are you sure you like them?
I'm sure.
I can easily change them to something else.
Emily, I said I'm sure.
Sorry.
Now I've got something to give you. Third finger left hand forward, please.
Oh, they're at it again.
Lucille!
Oh, it's a gorgeous stone, Ernest.
Is it? Do you know, I'd nearly forgotten.
Oh, did you buy it some time ago? Oh, you impulsive man.
Yeah. Only I haven't been carrying it around with me lately.
Kept it in a safe and secret place, did you?
Well, secret anyway. I love you, Emily.
I love you, Ernest.
Funny sort of feeling, isn't it?
Nice, though.
Warm.
Thanks.
Look at them, Stan. All innocent on the threshold of a great adventure.
Hey, I'm getting a bit worried. When you said come down for a drink, you think he meant a drink?
Oh, I shouldn't think so, Chuck. Not from what I've seen Betty Turpin quietly supping. She's on her third Benny.
Let's get our show.
Yeah. You know what we should have done, Chuck?
What?
Add more kids. Then they could have all been working by now and we could have bought 4 colour
Well, we can
tellies.
start again. I'm easy.
Look, everybody, I'd just like to thank, on behalf of everybody, our host and hostess, Mr. Ernie Bishop and Miss Emily Nugent, and wish them every future happiness. Oh, and another thing, we also wish Ernie Bishop many happy returns of the day, because he doesn't do things by half. This is his birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ernest. Happy birthday to you.
It's somebody else's birthday today.
Yes, your Auntie Annie's.
Yeah, and I forgot.
Oh, now, be fair, Anne. I mean, it's no good mentioning something like that and then going all secretive about it.
I don't quite follow you, Nellie.
All right, I can understand you wanting to keep who your gentleman friend is secret. I mean, widows have to be careful. You can so easily get yourself a reputation, can't you? But what's this stuff you're taking?
But, Nellie, you don't want to restore your vitality, not at your age.
Well, it wasn't for me. It was for Herbert.
Oh, my dear. I couldn't expose Herbert to it. I mean, you remember what his tendencies used to be. We don't want him to be the talk of the town again.
Hello, Auntie Annie.
You're early, aren't you? Wasn't the party up to your sophisticated tastes?
I'm sorry, Auntie Annie.
What for, then?
Oh, you know what for forgetting your birthday.
Oh, that's of no consequence.
I called at the corner shop. You know, I was going to buy you a box of chocolates, but there was nobody in.
Of course not, they're all at the party.
Well, they weren't there when I left. Anyway, I'll buy you a bunch of flowers tomorrow.
Ah, you're forgiven, love. In any case, the less I'm reminded about my birthday, the better I'm pleased.
Hey, what's she doing here?
Gloating over my advancing years, of course. But I think I've turned the tables.
Lucille, lovey, have you got a minute?
Hello, Mrs. Harvey.
Your Auntie Anne was telling me about some stuff she's taking, and I wanted to write it down, but I've forgotten the name of it.
Stuff?
Well, it's supposed to be very good for you. To put it bluntly, keeps you young.
You must have been fumbling for half an hour.
No, don't exaggerate.
Well, come on, get a move on. The party will be over before we get there.
Well, I knew once we'd got in the flying horse with Len and Alan, we'd be stuck.
Ah, well, we didn't know we were going to bump into an old flame of Len's, did we?
It's lovely meeting you all again. Ah, you fags, Elsie.
Oh, Wick.
What?
Oh, I've brought no money.
Oh, well, pay me tomorrow.
Okay.
Right, let's go and see the lovebirds then.
Well, I don't think I will if you don't mind, Maggie. It's not as if I know Miss Nugent all that well.
Oh, you'll be very welcome.
No, honestly.
Oh, look, while you two are sorting yourself out, I'll dash on ahead and see how the land lies, eh?
Oh, all right.
See ya.
See you. It's, an opportunity to see Len again, you know.
That's water under the bridge, Maggie.
Is it?
Definitely. Elsie and her husband seem to get on very well.
Oh, they do. Didn't you say you knew Alan?
Oh, only by sight. I've seen him knocking about with Len. He's been in the town hall once or twice.
Didn't you say he'd left the town hall? You're not working?
No. Why?
Well, Emma being ill has put me in a bit of a spot.
Oh, well, I'll come and help you out if you like. But I've no experience of working in a shop.
Would you? Tomorrow?
Yes. I'm fed up of being unemployed, under my mother's feet all day.
Oh, well, thanks. That's settled then. Hey, better get across to that party. You sure you won't change your mind and come?
No. But you can say goodnight to Alan for me, though.
Don't you, mean Len?
I said Alan.
Hey, now look. Irma's being in hospital is a bit of a mixed blessing, really. She was getting a bit too involved in that direction.
Well, you're not surprised, are you? He's a very attractive fella. Just my type.